Mermaid was afraid to go into the water for fear of being discovered by the fishermen. Then a group of fishermen spotted her. They wanted to catch the mermaid and sell her for a good price. Shirley came to the rescue of the mermaid queen. She showed up to lure the fishermen over. The men were so happy that they hurriedly threw their nets into the river. They thought they were going to catch a mermaid, but instead they caught an empty one. The group left disappointed. Shirley then climbed up to the mermaid queen. The mermaid queen looked at Shirley. She felt very guilty. Shirley had saved her life by accident. To repay her debt, she promised Shirley that she would help her become a mermaid. She now seems to have turned Shirley into a mermaid, but to her detriment. The mermaid queen then told Shirley, who had become a mermaid. The fishermen in the area now know of their existence. She had to do all 81 good deeds. She could only change between mermaid and human once and for all. Sure enough, Shirley, having just saved the mermaid queen, she managed to lose 3 fish scales just after she returned home, as she was in the bathroom sighing for good things to come to her. But then her stepmother, who was outside the house, noticed that the living room floor was covered in water. Curious, she dabbed her finger on the water and put it to her nose. She noticed that the water smelled like fish. A terrible thought came to her mind. That day, before the mermaid Shirley was able to return to her body, she suddenly pushed open the door of Shirley's bathroom. Shirley saw her fish tail exposed in front of her mother's eyes. She felt badly about it. Shirley hastily argued that it was a dress she had bought, but to her surprise, her stepmother pulled Shirley's fish tail in order to distinguish between the real and the fake. Shirley screamed loudly in pain. The woman looked at her fish tail, which she couldn't pull off with any effort. There was a strong smell of fish on the tail. She immediately realized that Shirley was a real mermaid. The stepmother turned around and went to tell the nearby fishermen that Shirley was a mermaid. Shirley cries and begs her stepmother to keep her identity a secret. To keep her identity as a mermaid a secret. But then Shirley's sad tears suddenly turned into a huge pearl. Her stepmother picked up the pearl in disbelief. She looked at the color of the pearl in her hand. She instantly felt as if she had found a way to make a fortune. She hurriedly took the pearl and went to the owner of the jewelry shop to have it appraised. The owner of the jeweler's shop told her the pearl was more valuable than a diamond. The woman was overjoyed to hear this. Immediately, she told the jeweler she could have as many pearls as he wanted. The woman returned home. She went to Shirley's room when no one was around and threatened Shirley. As long as Shirley kept producing pearls for her stepmother, she will help Shirley keep her identity as a mermaid a secret. But then the woman finds, only when Shirley is desperately sad. Shirley's sad tears are the only pearls with the highest content. So the stepmother, in order to get her hands on the finest pearls, she personally arranged a car accident that put her own husband in hospital. She rushed to the hospital with Shirley in tow under false pretenses. The woman deliberately made Shirley hear the doctor tell her about her father's injuries. As soon as she heard, Shirley couldn't control her emotions any longer. She ran to the corner and burst into tears. The woman hurriedly followed her. She hurriedly took out the box she had prepared. She picked up the pearls that had been turned into tears and carefully placed them in the box.